Welcome to Orlando Airport. I come here fairly often for work, but today I'm not here to take a flight.
Nope.
I'm here to try out the new Brightline service. Some media outlets have praised Brightline as the greatest thing in the world. Others lament that the train could have been so much more. It's also the deadliest train in North America, having already killed 100 people at the time of this video since 2017. Well, honestly, they are all right, as we'll see on this trip in Brightline in premium class from Orlando all the way down to Miami. Brightline doesn't depart from the main terminal, but rather Terminal C. Fortunately, signs are very clear. If I wanted to hype the drama of how fast the trip is relative to flying, I guess I could pretend to run on camera when I already have a ticket, but there's no need for such shenanigans. It's then a quick trip on the automated people mover. I arrived an hour early, just as the previous train was departing for Miami. The new Terminal C and train station was clean and completely deserted. On the train board, you can see that the trains run about every hour on this Wednesday afternoon, though not all of them stopped at Boca Raton. For some reason, there's some sort of bacon on the wall.
It's bacon! I love you. I love bacon, I love you.
The Brightline area is right across from said bacon, with a really slick entryway. There is some very basic security, but nothing as involved as taking a flight. Once you enter, you're first greeted with a shop, boasting food, drinks, travel conveniences, as well as souvenirs and Brightline swag. Then there's the Mary Mary bar, serving alcohol and light snacks. I can't reinforce enough just how nice all of this is compared to trains, well, anywhere. I'll draw a comparison to Amtrak in the Northeast Corridor in due time, but there's few trains in the world that are this nice just in this standard seating waiting area. But I was traveling on a premium ticket, so headed to the premium lounge, which is just a small side area. There's plenty of seats, cookies, and drinks. You can pour yourself alcohol, even basic cocktails, but you needed to register your facial scan and biometrics, plus a photo of your driver's license, and then you use your face to pour yourself a drink. So that's a tad creepy. The food selection was also beefed up just before our train was due to depart, with meats, cheeses, and even hot sandwiches. The inbound train, called Bright Red, pulled in a few minutes behind schedule. Just 7 minutes prior to scheduled departure, the announcement was made that the train was delayed. No reason why, no expected departure, just delayed. Even though the board still said on time. So back to the lounge I went. But an agent did circle around, asking if everyone was alright or needed anything, which is a nice gesture. Fortunately, the delay wasn't that long, and soon boarding was called, all at once. Brightline operates the Siemens Charger, a diesel-electric engine, versions of which are used by Amtrak, Via Rail, and various regional rail operators, capable of 125 miles per hour. Unlike many other operators, Brightline actually briefly hits this top speed, as we'll see. The train only has 4 passenger cars, 1 premium and 3 smart standard cars. For some reason, the whole train was wrapped in an advertisement including the windows, so there goes my view. The premium car is configured in a 1-2 configuration, and at booking, I selected a solo front-facing seat for free. There's not 1, but 2 trays, a power outlet, recline, and plenty of legroom. The seats were also quite comfortable. I paid $149 for a one-way ticket in premium for the entire journey. Smart Class was $89 and is in a 2-2 configuration, with paid food and no lounge access. That's not a huge price premium for all the extra features you get on such a long trip. Of course, prices may change in the future. Despite the delay, we pulled out only 4 minutes behind schedule. Travel time was supposed to be 3 hours and 33 minutes. We slowly pulled out of the Orlando Airport station, but didn't make it far before we slowed and then stopped. fastest stretch of track from Orlando to Cocoa is only single track, and we waited for the train going in the opposite direction to clear. Every time the train slowed or came to a stop, an attendant would come on the PA and reassure us that everything was fine. All Brightline trains and stations have free Wi-Fi, and for the most part it worked, though my work VPN kept dropping. Not sure where the blame lies on that one. In Premium, you get free drinks, snacks, and on this longer journey, even a light meal. There was a choice of an Italian or caprese sandwich. It was served with hummus, fruit, a chocolate, and a choice of mini dessert, all of which were good. As for the sandwich itself, it was a nice thought, i.e. it was fine. But compared to anything you'd get on Amtrak or hell, even SNCF, it was absolutely fantastic. You're actually capped at only 2 free alcoholic drinks between Orlando and West Palm Beach. After that, it's 50% off menu price. But that's fine, as I was trying to work anyway. I'll be damned, on the highest speed stretch, we really hit 125 miles per hour, which technically makes the route pass the lowest definition of high-speed rail. But that stretch flew by, and after hitting the Florida coast and turning south on regular tracks, the maximum speed is 90 miles per hour, which we hit sometimes. The train up until this point was very full, but not completely full. But from the stretch between West Palm Beach and Miami, the historical stretch, it was completely sold out on a random Wednesday afternoon. So yeah, seems Brightline is actually pretty popular with travelers, and I'd book your ticket ahead of time. Passengers getting on at West Palm Beach got a smaller snack offering, not the full sandwich meal. Unfortunately, as we proceeded further south, past Fort Lauderdale and Aventura, we slowed to a crawl and repeatedly stopped. And I learned the cabin staff can't serve alcohol while the train is stopped, ostensibly since you don't want to be drunk during an evacuation, or it's due to local liquor laws. It was also quite striking how many grade rail crossings there were, and that is why there have been so many deaths. Not a single one has been found to be the fault of Brightline, but you put cars, people, and fast-moving trains in close proximity at over 300 level grade crossings, something is going to happen. Plus, pick your favorite stereotype about Florida man. Finally, we pulled into Miami Station 17 minutes late. Yeah, not ideal, but not terrible in the grand scheme of things. Brightline understands that Florida is a car-centric state, so they have local transportation options like Uber or shuttles as part of the booking process. My premium ticket even gave me a complimentary 5-mile Uber ride that would have got me to many hotels downtown. Unfortunately, my hotel was 5.5 miles away, so I had to book my own. But if you're going to downtown or even parts of South Beach, you'll be within range. So Brightline. Could it be better? Yes. Should it be electrified? Yes. Faster? Yes. Connect to Disney World? Yes.
We should take
Brightline
and push it somewhere else.
Double track and separated grade crossings? Yes. But it's not. And you know what? I'm actually okay with that. I grew up in the Northeast Corridor, and Brightline, from a purely operational perspective, is as good as that, i.e. the best in the United States. Which I know isn't saying that much, but I'd much prefer taking Brightline over the 20-year-old Acela, at least until the new trains are actually in service, God knows when that will be. But if I had to sum up my Brightline trip in one word, it would be fun. This trip was really fun. Everything from the stations to the trains was immaculately clean, the station staff and conductors universally friendly, and the food was all quite edible. And that's definitely not something I can say about Amtrak. I told a coworker that the experience was 10 times better than Amtrak, and honestly, I mean it. And that's coming from someone who actually likes Amtrak. Is it faster than flying? No. You don't even need to do a fake race to find that out. But it's so hassle-free, comfortable, and you have the ability to get work done, and that handily beats flying or driving. I'll likely be taking Brightline and Premium in the future off camera on my own dime, so if that's not a ringing endorsement, I don't know what is. If you want to see my review of the Acela or Via Rail, you can click on those videos right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.